I am excited about this paper pack. You know how much I love blues and browns, and it's just gorgeous. So this is the Peaceful Days Scrapbooking Workshop. You have everything you need to make that layout, this one here, which I think is stunning, and this one. So all the instructions and everything you need come included. I already have these turned over so you can see both sides, and it has a very beautiful wintry feel with the color palette. And then of course you have florals, so you could do winter wedding. I've actually seen this used for non-winter layouts. That one has like a tiny snowflake pattern, but I love the distressing and color variation in the background. Also great for Christmas with those doves. Think Silent Night. This one is like icy. This is single-sided because this is an exclusive paper along with these to the Scrapbook Workshop. So those are also single-sided and just beautiful. Love. I am going to be creating my own layout today using these papers and these photos. This is Hayden and his girlfriend Desiree. They were in South Dakota visiting the Badlands, and you can see it's snowy in the background there. Of course, we have a shot of them at Mount Rushmore. And then what's a photo shoot without the Titanic pose? They saw some donkeys and bison while in Custer State Park. So I'm so grateful Desiree shares photos with me. I wasn't on this trip, but I definitely still want to scrapbook them. You can see how well the Secret Sea color as well as these lighter blues look, and Hayden's jacket is dark, complementing the Secret Sea, and his pants are tan. Like, how perfect is that? So I have the sticker sheet here. So lots of stickers, love the trees. Then there's two sheets of punch outs that you would need to create those pre-designed layouts in the workshop. Titles and journaling blocks. And then you have the cardstock that you would need to create those layouts. Again, I'm going to switch things up and use these elements to create my own design. So let me scooch these out of the way and bring in my Versamats. This is going to be a double page, so we'll need 2 of those. And then I am going to build this on a sheet of white Willow cardstock. I've already mapped out my photo placement. I have 6 photos, so I'm going to put 3 on either side. I have a large photo on the left, large photo on the right, and then the smaller supporting photos. So I'm thinking maybe something like this. So I kind of like the way that looks. And then we just need to bring in our papers. I love this tan color because it matches the rocks and it matches the color in Hayden's pants. And let's bring these back in so we can see what it looks like. Isn't that blue striking against the tan? Now we need more pattern paper. I want to bring in some of those other colors. So these were my options. I have this lighter one here, and I do like that. That could work, but I love the dark. I think it's so striking, but my problem is the scale of this pattern is very similar to the scale of that pattern, and I don't really like them next to each other. Can you kind of see what I mean there? I want a bigger pattern. What if we took a little Secret Sea strip here and separated them? I do like that already. That brings in that dark color. Now, I also happen to have the Peaceful Garden Designer Series paper. This is one of those papers, and it reminds me of the frozen vegetation on the plains there. And you know what? I really like that. That gives me that dark color of the Secret Sea, but it's a bolder pattern and it isn't too similar to the background. So I've got my heading and I've gone ahead and cut these down. Now these pieces are a mirror image. They are 10.5 inches wide by 9 tall. And then this strip here is 12 by 2. Now I think I still want to bring in that strip of cardstock. It's a 1/2 inch, but I'm only going to have about 1/4 of an inch showing. And I really like that pop of the dark Secret Sea. It's just such a rich, beautiful color. I love it. And you know me, I can't help myself. We are going to ink up the image, and I chose Early Espresso. I'm going to be bringing this color in the accents, and I think it pairs well with this color palette. So I'll just go around and do a little bit of this here on camera. So as I mentioned, they're in South Dakota, and they were touring the Badlands and seeing all the sights. And it was fun because just a few years prior, we had taken a family road trip to this same location, but it was in the summertime, and Hayden really enjoyed seeing it as a winter landscape as well. I will go ahead and ink up the other side off camera and get these adhered down to the base page there. We'll bring the photos in and now we are ready to embellish. So some of these are punch outs and some of them are stickers. And then we have a few punch out titles. Good times and best day ever. Either one of those would work. And I want to kind of scatter these on the left and right. So my base layers are pretty simple. We just have 2 pattern papers, kind of created a frame style layout there, but I have, lots of plans for embellishing, and my embellishing is going to be heavy. So to balance out a lot of embellishments, you can kind of keep the background a little simpler, and then it's a little easier to prevent overwhelming the photos. So for my title, let's see if we can bump this over and make it fit. I do have this option here. They were certainly having good times, but we also, what if we brought this one down here? Maybe up here? I don't know. Let's leave him there for now. So I also have the best day ever. And you know what? I really like that Papa Brown. But what about over here? Nope. Let's go with the best day ever. And then we have another little tree maybe up there. For embellishing, I grabbed this Snowy Delight set. Now, all of these products will be released on September 3rd, and you're getting a sneak peek here. So these have stencils, and you can use that little notch in the corner to line them up, and they're also numbered. So you could use them individually. Maybe we could do a little background interest, or you can create some beautiful layers. Look at how intricate that is. So that's an idea, but we also have die cuts. So there's a stamp too, and you can see this little tiny snowflake cluster. I like that. I think I want to use that one. But in the coordinating dies, they cut out the stencil shapes, but you also have these snowflake dies. The outlines cut out the stamp image. This whole set just coordinates well together. But I think I want to use the dies. So originally I was thinking about doing some stenciling on the background, but we really don't have a whole lot that would show up because there's not a lot of white space available in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and die cut these snowflakes here. I use Secret C. You can see it's two-toned cardstock. So that's the dark side and the light side. And I like that you can kind of mix and match them to get some, varied shades of the same color. It's like having 2 different colors of cardstock in one. And let's layer that underneath there, maybe overlap the photo a little bit. And where could we tuck this one in? Maybe here? And again, you could layer these right over the top of each other. I'm using them as 2 independent images, but they would look fantastic layered. What if we move this one kind of over here a little bit? We have all of this space behind the title, and I feel like we needed more of that Secret C color up top. So we could do something like that. I kind of like that. I think I'll fine tune it a bit off camera. And then I have this little gem. I have had this in my stash for a very long time. It's called Wild and Free, and I couldn't resist the opportunity to use the buffalo stamp here. I bought this for a Yellowstone trip, and I'm so glad that I have another opportunity to use it. So I stamped him on crumb cake cardstock, and he looks great. So for my journaling, I don't have a lot to say because I wasn't there. So I'm basically going to add the details, the who, what, when, and where. I might interview Desiree. I'll get more information from her than my son, but I don't need a whole lot of space. I mentioned this little scatter splatter background stamp. So let's add some of that. We have Misty Moonlight here, and I am going to stamp some of these grounded to the other embellishment clusters, kind of coming out from underneath them. So maybe one up here, and give it a moment to soak in. Don't lift your stamp too quickly. And let me this is why I never adhere anything down until I'm ready. I can scoot them out of the way. That looks really good. I'm happy with that. So be sure to rotate your stamp image when you're doing techniques like this so it doesn't look so repetitive. And let's put some over here. I love that there's varied sizes in this snowflake cluster. It really makes it easy to add that little background interest. So I also have this one here. I wanted a little bit more brown over here, so this is perfect. And again, that stamp is retired from my stash. It says sky above, earth below, and peace within. So that's perfect. Now I have this stamp set here, Celebrate Together. It's got some great titles, but this tab here, it pairs with all of those little word sentiments, and they are great for adding little filler elements to your layout. I'm going to show you here in just a moment. I have an awkward spot that I created on my layout, and I want to try and fill it. So I've used Crumb Cake, and now we're going to use Vacation Vibes. Let me close this up and grab my Night of Navy so it's dark enough. The Crumb Cake background will lighten as it dries. But these are always fun when you need to fill in a space. So if you look at the square photo of the bison, that actually was a landscape photo. I could have made it a 4x3 that would have fit perfectly underneath the donkeys, but I didn't know what I was going to do when I printed my photos. So I ended up with a square. I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this out. I don't have a die, but it's a super easy shape to fussy cut. So I'm thinking this might be a solution to fill that spot. It just feels kind of weird having that little cut in there. It would have looked better as a full 4x3. I tried a snowflake in that spot and some trees, but they were all just too busy. So we need just a little something in that spot. So this might do the trick. Let's go ahead and bring this back into frame and see how that looks. No, don't like it. Let me measure that. And plan B, I went ahead and printed out a little photo in a custom size of Hayden and Desiree. Now, I almost left this one off because it's very similar to the one in the upper left-hand corner, but it's a different pose and different expressions. So now that I have the real estate, I will include it. I'm trying to find a spot, and I think up there, I don't want to waste this. We made it. Let's use it. We need a little bit of bling. These are the low profile sparkle dots. You have yellow, green, and this secret sea color. So we've got a couple different sizes, and I'm going to add just a few of these with my pickup tool to fill in this space here. And then of course we'll put them on the outside of the clusters. I'm going to add 3 to each cluster. So on the right, and then I'll do a little here at the top, one in this spot, and then I'll add some over on the left as well. I'm going to add my journaling later after I've had a chance to talk to Des and get the details, but I'm super happy with those snowflakes. They are gorgeous. And my little bison stamp, happy to use that one. When you first set eyes on this paper, it's beautiful, but it's very easy just to think Christmassy winter. But it worked great for these outdoor photos as well. So I hope this inspired you. Everything is listed in the description box below, but if you're watching this before September 3rd, just know that these products won't be released until that date. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and here's a little more crafty inspiration for you.